Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome to the Christopher Marc Show. So today I have the privilege of introducing you to a multi-talented, up-and-coming, amazing photographer. She's very charismatic and very funny. Lily, can you tell everybody your full name and what do you do?
Hi, my name is Lily DePetro. I do a bunch of things. I have my own little business where I do photography gigs and I sell paintings. I have my own hobbies where I do short films, set dressing. I'm building my first installation soon. And then I work with a photography art organization as a photography apprentice. So yeah.
Gotcha. So let me ask you a question. So what got you into photography? When was this like, I love photography? When did that happen?
That actually happened about like a year ago. I went to this vendor at my like art organization I worked with, and I met this girl, and I was just like amazed by her work. Like before, I was like, okay, photography's nice, but when I saw her work, I was like, hell yeah, I want to get into what she does. And I'm still working on it. Right now, I'm doing traditional gigs for my business, but on the side, and eventually, I'd like to get where she is, where her literal career and her job is set dressing and designing these cool sets and having it like surrealism fantasy, and she sells those prints. So I'd love to get there. It looks amazing.
So is there any so from watching her, is there anything about photography that you like and don't like?
I like creative expression that goes with it. Like you can pose someone the way you want, you can decorate the set the way you want, you can have them wear whatever you want. I like planning it and setting it up the most, but I also like connecting with people, and I meet so much like different people and like personalities. Like, and whenever I meet someone, I find out something new like every time. And they told me about other photographers, other artists, or some fun facts. Like I did this gig and this guy was a scuba diver and he was telling me about fun scuba diving missions he went on. I'm like, this is sick.
So did you ever find that like when it came down to doing photography, like as far as like hitting certain angles, like I know for me, I didn't start realizing it when I first got into it. I thought it was like, hey, you stand here and just take the shot, but then hitting it from so many angles, it's like it's a whole nother viewpoint. What when it came down to it, when it came down to photography for you, like was that uncomfortable learning that, like learning
It
how to
was.
hit from different angles?
It definitely was uncomfortable because the camera is really complicated at first, and it's hard to memorize everything. Like for example, the hardest to memorize was like the aperture for me, like because it was like opposite, and it just I don't know. And then you have to make everything work with the other thing, so it's just confusing getting into it. Um, the angles, I feel like that wasn't the hardest thing for me
Mm.
because I got the eye for it and the creative expression. It was just learning the like logistics of it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it is a little. Some clients, beginning off, it's like a little awkward. Even my photography teacher said she had the same thing when she was like beginning that it was a little awkward for her because she wasn't used to just being like one-on-one with someone, just taking photos of them. But I've got to the point where I'm like more comfortable with it.
I got you. I got you. So do you like shooting uh do you like shooting men more, women more, or both?
I don't have a preference on who I shoot. I haven't really shot a lot of men because they haven't really like I don't know, they haven't really reached out. I mean, I shot families with men in them, but I've had more women reach out,
Okay.
so I feel like I attract more of a woman audience. But I definitely would like to work with more men because I want like an equal balance, and
Gotcha.
I want some. Um, wait, I take that back. So wait, I just realized my portfolio is most of my guy friend, but when I said I don't work with men that much, I meant with like men I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
he's my friend, so he helps me with my portfolio, which I started doing. Sorry, I it's like coming up when I'm talking to you.
No.
So I started off with like mostly him, which is like, men. But when I said I don't get that much men, I mean for like gigs or guys I don't know. Like, it's just the guy I do know. So I'd like to meet more guy friends, more people. Sorry.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. So let me ask you this: like, was there like let me ask this. Do you have any other hidden talents?
Other hidden talents?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Like, do you whistle? Do you dance? What else do you do?
I try dance. It's not really my thing.
Okay.
It's not really my thing. I like writing. I'm good at writing, but sometimes it gets a little lonely, and I don't know. I don't like sitting on my computer for a while. I like more doing things with my hands. But I definitely say that I'd have potential. Like, I was working on a book, but I kind of like gave it up because I got really like, I don't know. It's hard for me to focus that long. I didn't like being on the computer for hours, but I definitely say I could have a career in writing if I'd want to. And then, yeah.
So when you write, like, are you writing like poetry, like from your heart, or is it more like you're writing like more fantasy? Like, what would you say your writing style is when you go to write?
For poetry, I definitely don't do rhyming poetry. I do like free verse, like whatever comes up to mind, but it does have a lot of like personal things I put into it, which I have a issue kind of with sharing it, but I've been more loose with sharing it recently because my art center has been having open mics. So I've been trying to put out more of my like myself and be more vulnerable with people with that. So that's just like a tiny bit. I don't really engage with the poetry as much, but also I was working on like a sci-fi horror fantasy book. I wish I could finish it, but it's just like the motivation for there isn't, like, it's not really there for writing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have the talent, it's just I'm not as passionate about it as doing things hands-on and meeting people and going out.
So I'm gonna ask you a crazy question, Lily. Have you ever thought about doing a movie?
I'd love to. I'd honestly love to, but I don't know if I'm there right now.
Is it a future?
I feel like I'd love to. I just feel like what's holding me back is like that fear, because it looks so overwhelming at first. There's so much going into it. Because I was doing a film and television production class in high school. And, well, I'm still in high school. I'm a senior, but
Yeah.
I did it last semester. I loved it so much, and I do love how they compose the movies, but I did not know how much went into it. I would love to be like a producer, director. That'd be lovely. It's just a lot that goes into it, a lot of time, funding, stuff like that. But maybe, yeah. I have to start doing some short films for a while.
I mean, you have the eye for it. I've seen all your work. Like, you naturally, like, if it was a actual film, or even like some type of small series, like, I feel like you could really tell a good story with how you shoot. You know what I mean? So I think, yeah.
Sorry.
No, go ahead. What were you saying?
I feel like the hardest part is honestly, like, to be honest, the money and the finding the actors, because you also have to like pay some actors to like do it for hours. So I might not be able to afford that now, but in the future, I'd love to make a movie. Right now, I'm working with like thriller, like, or horror short films. Like, I just made my first one, guys. Okay, so be easy on me. My first like sci-fi thriller one, which was fun. It was for my final in my film class. And then I have another idea. I'm just trying to secure the location and reach out to places that I'm really excited about, and I like this idea 10,000 times better.
Well, you know what? I think that, so here's the thing. Whenever I would do a production, majority of the time, there's a lot of people, a lot of actors, and a lot of people who actually want to just be a part of a production, just to kind of use as a credit, especially used for their portfolio. So sometimes you might not need any money, because I've met a lot of people who shot whole like short films, and like they didn't have any money. They just had like, hey, I got a camera. Hey, do you know how to do lighting? Yeah. I think it's just more of like, what's the project? And I feel like you're really good at bringing people together. So I feel like you could do it,
Yeah, I mean, short films, I feel like you can do it on a budget or with no money, but I feel like movies, though, might be difficult because you have to drag that on. So,
Yeah.
no. But obviously, again, I think it's the fear. I think I need to get over that. And,
yeah.
I feel like it's just excuses that are holding me back from the movie. But
Sometimes, you know what? You have to think more from a perspective of just having fun, and not looking at this from a perspective of, okay, this is my career. Yes, it's your career. It's something you love doing, but you have to look at the aspects of it that's fun, so that way you can really embody it, and you don't have to take things so seriously, and you'll enjoy it a lot more.
I honestly would like. Right now I'm just doing short films for fun. I honestly love to do multiple things. Like, I'd love to like build my installation, sell my paintings, be a photographer, and be a producer director. But there's like many hours that go into being a director and a producer. And if I choose to like, I don't know, I feel like I can't do both at the same time as a career because I won't have time to be a director and to be a photographer. But I'm not sure about it. I'm not sure.
Okay. All right.
Maybe I can.
Maybe you can. I mean, I've seen plenty of people do it. You know what I mean? If anybody can do it, Lily, I know you can. I know you can.
Thank you. Do you do films? Do you do movies?
I've shot short films. I've done photography. I actually work with a lot of different directors as well. And I like within my community, I work with a lot of actresses as well. So like, one of the actors I work with, she was actually an extra in the new Happy Gilmore movie with Adam Sandler, and
wow.
She also did. She also was a part of Gotham, like years ago. Yeah, so she's pretty cool, and but yeah, I mean it's like, that's why I always say to you, like it's not impossible. Like anything you want to do, you can do it.
I feel like I love I don't know, I always had so many ideas, like, growing up, and not in, like, a controlling way, but I was the type of girl that was, like, when we had a school project, and I was in the group, no one wanted to do it, and I'm like, okay, I want to do this whole thing. Like, it was fun, I don't know, kind of organizing it all and doing it independently, and I love that part of being a director and a producer, like, you can do it all yourself. You can put all your ideas into it. You can manage it yourself. Like, I don't know. I have fun with that. It makes me feel, like, confident and strong. I like it. Like, I want to be like, okay, you do that, you do that.
You can try different things. I mean, because, here's the thing that people forget about creativity. There's really no rules. Like, you can do whatever you want. Yeah, you might want to learn, like, the framework of how things work. But after that, the floor is yours. The canvas is yours. Like, you can just go to town. Like, you know what? The best way to describe it, you know how, like, before you start painting, like, it's just a blank canvas, right? Mm-hmm. When you start to paint, do you prepare for your painting, or do you just start painting and then see where it goes?
I just start painting.
See? You see what I'm saying? So, like, that's the same thing. It applies across the board with film and photography. Like, it just applies across the board. Like, as long as you got the idea or somewhat of an idea, then just get lost in the sauce of what it is.
Like, everyone's gonna gasp, okay? Because I know the way you're supposed to make a film is you're supposed to write it all out, you're supposed to script it all. But when I made my first short film, I scripted it out, I did everything. But it felt honestly better to just let it go with the flow because it all changed while, like, making it.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know, it just feels more free when you're in the moment. And then, like, everything on the script, all the camera movements, it all changed while we were doing it. And I feel like I like that way of recording better than just, I don't know, writing it all out and be like, okay, do this now. Like, I like doing it in the moment more. I feel like that's a filmmaker I'd want to be.
That's what you need to be because, like, so I give you an example. Whenever I would put together, like, productions, a lot of the people I would work with, they never was on stage before. They just never did it before. So I was like, okay, well, I went through some rehearsals with them, but for the most part, I'm like, listen, when you get out there, just have fun, right? And everybody, you know, behind the scenes, they kind of knew what was going on. Like, people would get out there, just kind of do their own thing. But to the audience, they didn't know. They thought that everything was like literally structured, prepared, da 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 da. And they came to me afterward. They was like, "Oh my God, you could tell you guys really, really rehearsed so much and for so long." And I'm just like,
Oh yeah.
no, like it was more improvisation, but that's really what creativity is. It's getting lost in the moment instead of preparing for the moment. It's like you're never prepared for anything. You're never prepared for, like, if you walked outside right now, Lily, and somebody gave you $100, are you prepared for them to give you $100?
No.
And that's just life. Like, that's just life. And so I think with creativity, you have to move how life moves. You have to flow.
Yeah, and I think in school they teach you that it has to be all written out and scripted out. I mean, that's just my experience within a few classes I took within high school. I personally am choosing the untraditional route. I'm not going to go to college. I'm going to self-teach myself. I have programs, people to lean back on. I'm going to like invest all of that money into like a studio, business, stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And my time
So,
into
okay. I feel like you're gonna, you got, like, don't sweat it. Like, just don't let people fit you in a box. That's one thing I will always tell you. Like, I remember a friend of mine told me a long time ago, she's like, be comfortable being uncomfortable and never play it safe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you have to take risks, you know, you'll never be happy. Like, the risk I'm taking for everyone says, like, artists won't make money or it's dangerous, but, like, I'm willing to take that risk because I'm passionate about it enough. That's like, if I did anything else, honestly, I don't think I'd be as happy as I would be as an artist, even if I was struggling a little bit. Like, I believe in it enough, and I'm willing to take that risk and just go all out, and, you know?
Yeah, I mean, that's all you can do, because, you know, most times people think it's like, so really being an artist is you kind of like, one, finding out what you love to do, and then getting people to buy into the world that you're creating within what you do, right? And so that's all it is. It's still a business. It's just that you have to see it from both sides. The creative side of, hey, this is what I do. Because when you're painting, you're not saying, oh, let me paint for this specific person. You're just painting. But what happens is that the person shows up and they're just like, you know, oh, I need this. Like, I feel like this emotion captured something for me that I need. And so you're like, okay. And so
yeah, I'm glad. Thank you.
yeah, I go, it's cool. Right. And then they buy it. And so that's just kind of what happens. So
yeah, like, everyone always, I don't know, says have the customer in mind, but, like, you know, like, painting's for me, you know? And if they like it, then that's a connection we have together.
Yeah.
But when I paint, I'm thinking about things that bring me joy, hoping it'll bring other people joy too.
That's what it's all about. Because we can't, you know, you're communicating from a perspective of, like, how you're communicating through your artistry. You can't prepare for that. You can't prepare for how you communicate through your artistry. You have to, like, just allow it to come out, and whoever it resonates with, and you just go from there.
Yeah, and I'm very spiritual too, so I believe in, like, manifesting. Like, before I wasn't as spiritual, but when I started getting into it, I felt a lot better. Like, it's all about, like, energy and believing in yourself, because even the slightest bit of doubt, if you don't believe, then it's not gonna happen, you know? Like, a bunch of success is mainly just, like, the energy you give out.
Yeah, because like, what do you do? Like, when it comes down to your energy, you really have to think about, okay, how does this work for everyone? Also, how does this work for you too? And when you start to manifest things, it's usually because you've reached alignment within yourself. And so now you start to attract all the right people, the right, help, support, you just attract it. But you have to kind of, and I tell this to people I work with all the time, like, you have to align yourself first. You know what I mean? Like, let's say, for example, if you knew that, like, you're like the wall behind you, right? Let's say, for example, you went and leaned on the wall and the wall moved, right? Would you feel comfortable going to sleep tonight because that wall moved? But when you
No.
leaned on it, right? You wouldn't feel comfortable. You're like, this ball gonna fall on me. I know this ball gonna
I think it's like possessed or something.
like something is wrong. Well, that's just kind of how it is. It's like, if you're not solid within yourself, then people can't be drawn towards you, and so that's just kind of how it is. Yeah. So let me ask you this question. So what kind of quote do you use for inspiration?
What kind of what?
What kind of quote do you use for inspiration? What do you say to yourself on a day-to-day basis to keep you motivated?
Honestly, I forget exactly how it goes in like the organized way, but it's like, it's better to try and fail than to not try at all, because like, I don't know, there's so much missed opportunities. Like before, like back in the years when I was struggling, like I wouldn't even like try because I instantly, before I like gave up. But then when I started like trying and just stopped caring whether I'd fail or succeed, like even with grades, like I just tried my best. Like even if I got like an F, I put all of me into it, and it came back, And I was really surprised too when I started applying for art things, and I never was really into it too, but then I started getting love for it. But like, I don't know, I just wake up with that thought every day. Like, if you never take risk, you're gonna miss out on like so much stuff in your life.
You are. I mean, I think that's the one thing I have known my whole entire life is just take that risk. Like, make sure it's calculated, of course, but like, take the risk because it's okay. Because on the other side of it, you're going to meet, like, I feel like in life, you meet the different dimensions of who you are, right? Like, you now versus 25-year-old version of you is going to be like, hey, listen, so now we're making like 6 figures from all of this, and we're doing this full time, and everyone wants us for, photography. And then we're also doing film, and we're incorporating paintings. Like, your story, like right now, might be chapter 18 of your story, right? But you're getting ready to step into so many other chapters that, the real question is, how do you want to write it?
Yeah.
You're in control, right?
Because everything it's stagnant when you don't take that risk, or like the only thing that holds people back mostly is the fear of it. Like, I was talking with my art group, and they asked everyone like who actually wants to be an artist after we're done with this program, like full time for the career. And not that many people raised their hands, but then they asked, okay, for those who don't want to be an artist and who don't want to raise their hands, is it because of fear? And so many more people rose their hands. It's because like, you're not willing to do what you love sometimes. You're not willing to put yourself out there because you're so afraid of it, and it just takes away so much joy that could be from your life.
And that's 100% true. And
Yeah.
It takes bravery to be an artist, because we speak for the unspoken.
Yeah, and it takes like passion, like raw passion, like intense passion.
It really,
like, you can't do it if you're not like, I'm gonna die on this rock for it. Like, you gotta be so passionate about it.
Oh man. So let me ask you a question. Like, how can people find you? Like, if they were like trying to hire you and everything like that, how can they find you?
Honestly, you can reach out via my Instagram, which is all lowercase, growth_approach_. You can reach out to me on my Facebook, Lily DePetro. You can text my phone number. I don't know if I'm gonna give out my phone number here, but my email, or I don't know, in person if you meet me. Like, I'm in Massachusetts near like the Lawrence area.
Yeah.
I work with Elevated Thought and SSR Center. So
yeah, I mean, and you can also find her on, because I connected with you on LinkedIn, so it was like,
Oh yeah, you can reach out to me whenever. Like whenever someone reaches out to me, I'll answer you. Trust.
Got you. Got you. Got you. So before we wrap up here, Lily, I wanted to tell you, like, listen, you're doing amazing. Like everything that you're doing, everything you're bringing together, you know, um, everything you're talented at is really going to, like, one day it's all going to work as one thing. Now, how that happens, hey, but that's the creative aspect. But as long as you just like stay who you are, like, don't compromise who you are, and just embrace embodying what you do, and I know you'll be successful. I know you will.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You'll be successful. Well, you are successful.
You are successful. Let's do that. Let's keep that confidence, right? You know, embody it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining me on the show.
Yeah, thank you. I hope to talk to you sometime. You can text me whenever. I don't care.
Yeah, we'll do. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.
Thank you. Bye.